In this video, we will see about operands of the computer hardware. Operands is an expression used to represent the variables and constants. Let me see the example of an operand. C equal to A plus B. This is the C statement. Now we are going to write the instruction for this C statement. First of all, how to observe this C statement. C equal to A plus B means, here we have three variables C, A and B, and the operation is additions. In the instruction, first of all, we have to represent the operations. So what kind of operation in C statement we are having? It is nothing but addition. Therefore, we are using the add instruction here. After that, we have to use the operands. So operand is used to represent the variables. We know very well. Therefore, in order to represent the variable C, we are using the operand S1. S1 is nothing but saved operand. Likewise, A. A is a variable. It is represented by the S2. S3 is the register operand. It is used to represent the variable B. So it is nothing but S1, that is equal to S2 plus S3. So here we can say S1, S2, S3. These are the operands of the instruction. Add is the opcode. Likewise, write the instruction for the C statement, C equal to A plus 100. In this C statement, we have two variables and one constants. That's why we are going to use the immediate addressing mode. It is nothing but add I. So I refers the immediate addressing mode. What it means? One of the operand is the constant, means we can use the immediate addressing mode. So in this example, we have two variables and one constant. That's why we are using the immediate addressing mode here. Add I. S1 is used to represent the variable C. S2 is used to represent the variable A. 100 is the constant. It is nothing but S1, that is equal to S2 plus 100. This is the description of the above instruction. So in this topic, we are going to discuss about three main things. The first one is types of operand. The second one is alignment restriction. And third one is little endian system and big endian system. Take the first one, types of operand. In this types of operands, we have three types. First one is register operands, second one is memory operands, third one is immediate or constant operands. Register operands means all the operands or the register means register operands. Usually the register has the 32-bit in length. We know very well what is meant by 32-bit. If you want to represent the 32-bit in bytes, means we know very well 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. So 32-bit means 4 bytes, we know very well. So we can say each and every register has 32-bit in length, or we can say it has 4 bytes. Okay. So the register operands can be represented in two ways. One is by using the T variable, another one is by using the S variable. The variable T, that is the T operands, represent the temporary variables or the temporary values. Okay. The operand S refers the saved variables. It is used to represent the value of the saved variables. Take the second type of operand is nothing but memory operands. While using the data transfer instruction. Data transfer instruction means load and store instruction. So load and store instruction means we with the help of these instruction we can transfer the data between memory and register. So with the help of load instruction we can transfer the data from memory to register. With the help of store instruction we can transfer the data from register to memory. So this is nothing but data transfer instruction. So in the case of data transfer instruction, we should use the memory operand. That means we should use any one of the operand as memory. And third type of operand is nothing but immediate or constant operands. Here we have the operand is the type of constant. That is nothing but immediate operands. That any one of the operand is the constant means we can say it is the immediate operand. So the next one is alignment restriction. We know very well. Here we have the 32-bit register. So we can say processor is the 32-bit processor. So if you want to represent the 32-bit processor in bytes means 4 bytes. So we can say the first location of the processor will be 0, the second location will be 4, and third location will be 8. We can see the differences. So what it means? The storage location will be a multiples of 4. Okay, because it is a 32-bit processor, or we can say 4-byte processor. But logically, what we are thinking, the first location is 0, the second location is 1, third location is 2. But it is actually, or we can say physically, the processor has the first location in 0, and second location is 4, third location is 8. So this is nothing but alignment restriction in the processor. So next we have to know about what is the difference between the big endian system and little endian system. Before that, we should have the knowledge of what is LSB and MSB. LSB means least significant bit. MSB means most significant bit. We know very well. MSB always present at left hand side. LSB always present at right hand side. So big endian address means a lower byte address of the word is specified in MSB. What it means, you are going to read the data from MSB. So here we have the data 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. So what about your MSB here? 11 is the MSB. So in the big endian address means you are going to take the first element 11. The second element will be 12. The third element will be 13. The fourth element will be 14. And the fifth element will be 15. We know very well. Okay, this is in this way we can have the big endian address. If it is a little endian address means the lower byte address of the word is specified in LSB. That means you are going to read the data from LSB. So what about the LSB here? 15 is the LSB. So what about the first element of the little endian system? It is 15. The second element will be 14. The third element will be 13. Fourth element will be 12. Fifth element will be 11. That's all about the operands of the computer hardware. Thank you.